So, okay, talk to me about business and how things are going.
Hi, Jen. Hi, it's good to see you. Yeah, I mean, it's very strange times we're living in right now, and I feel like we're all having to reinvent ourselves and find different ways to accomplish things and, work and move things forward. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate your time.
Well, thank you. I'm so glad you're doing this with me. And like I said, you inspired me. So this is for you to figure out how I can help you. I read, and thank you for doing the survey first. I read all your responses. I have them here. Sorry, if you see me shuffling around, I've got everything you answered over here, and I'm taking notes.
Okay.
Um, and one of the things I noticed was when we were talking and walking, when we were allowed to be, somewhat close.
And
Um,
I love, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I love that title. I love
okay.
that tagline, walking and talking.
Yeah,
Like, that could, especially for this whole COVID keep your distance thing.
yeah. Well, that's why I
Yeah,
offered, to do this. Like, we can Zoom around town, and we can take a walk, or we can Zoom with Zoom.
yeah.
So I thought, well, we can still do that.
We can still walk.
We can still walk.
I'm still open to walking.
You just
Yes.
stay over there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but when we were walking and talking, you had mentioned something about lead generation and wanting to figure out
Yeah.
like better ways to get leads or keep leads or get more of them. But I noticed when you did the survey, what you said was you need to be more consistent with your lead generation strategy.
Yes.
And that's a little different than just, finding more leads. So tell me what you've
Yes.
been doing and what you mean by, I mean, I see that inconsistency, you mean you're not doing it on a regular schedule. Like you said, it's only when you're in the mood. Uh,
Yes. Yes. That's my biggest challenge. If I'm not in the mood, if I'm not in the mood to make phone calls, talk on the phone, I'll find other things to do with my time. And you know how easy that is. I mean, it's so easy to get distracted with other things that you have to do.
right.
Um, so, in my business, it's all about face-to-face phone calls and writing notes to people. And so I have to, I need to be more consistent in doing those three things. Now, face to face is no problem for me because I'm out and about in the community between the chamber and lead share groups and lunches with clients. I have no problem calling up people, scheduling lunches. And so face to face is very easy, but
Okay.
my line of work really requires getting on the phone and making phone calls, calling everyone, my SOI and my database and touching them on a regular basis. And
Okay.
that's
And remind me, because you used it the other day. What's SOI?
SOI is my sphere of
Sphere
influence.
of influence. That was it. Okay.
Um, so some people refer it to as their database, depending on, what your clientele base is. You know what I mean? Like, my sphere of influence is all the people I have in my database that I can touch on a regular basis. They all know me. We have different levels of relationship, of course, but um, I have over 500 people in my SOI, and that's a lot of data mining right there. A
Yes.
lot of lead potential is the better word for it.
There you go. It's all
Yeah.
about the good vocabulary. You have to use positive vocabulary words. Um, okay, so what you feel that you need to do more lead generation is to get on the phone more.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how often, because educate me, I'm not a realtor, how
Okay.
many phone calls do you have to make before you get somebody who actually winds up becoming a lead for you?
So my number is 14, which is not a big number. I'm supposed to be making 14 phone calls a week. Well, in reality, it's probably a lot more than that, but my goal that I've set for myself is 14, which is not a big number. What is that?
14
That's
calls per
3 a
week.
day. Yeah.
Okay. And in those 14 calls that you make in 1 week's time, how much business is generated from that?
So, okay, so I go by monthly. So 14 times 4, I'm supposed to generate like, I should pull this up. I've got it all.
56 a month.
Here, let me pull it up. I've got it. Hold on, let me find here, let me find my business goals. Okay. I'm supposed to, that's supposed to generate 21 transactions per year, which is 1.75, let's just say 2 transaction goals per month.
Okay, say that. What was the 21 you said?
Yearly transactions. That was my goal for this year. And then, which it comes out to like 2 a month. So that means I need 3.5 referrals per month. So I need to make 70 contacts per month. So I should really be making 70 phone calls per month, which is how many per week? Let's see. That's what the statistics tell me will make me sick. That's what's supposed to make me successful. So
Like 17 calls a week?
70 divided by 4, yes, 17, 18 phone calls per week.
Okay. Okay, but you said in your thing that you've been doing this for 4 years.
Yes.
So I know you said these are your goals. What are your
Yes.
actual numbers? Like how many calls does it take you to get to a transaction or to a client, a new client?
What's the actual?
Yes.
That's a good question. I'm not sure I have the answer to that.
Okay, that would be, so let's see.
It's my thing here says it takes me 20 contacts to get 1 referral.
Okay, what is that data from?
So I have this, I pay for this CRM. Do you know what a CRM is?
Yes.
Okay, so I pay for that monthly. It's like $50 a month. And it comes from a company that's very well regarded in the real estate industry. And so basically you just plug in how much money you want to make. And it kind of computes all these numbers for me. So
Okay.
This is industry driven data.
Okay, so this is not you make so many calls and it averages out this way. It's industry wide. Here's the average.
Correct. Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So in your experience, if you had to guess, what would you say, how many phone calls it takes to get a lead?
I'd say about 10.
Okay. And do you feel like your leads are actually coming from those phone calls or?
Yes. Yeah, I do. That's where the majority of my leads come from, is making phone calls. That's why I need to do it more, for sure. Phone calls and lunches, for sure. Like, and it's not me asking them directly for a lead. It's just having a conversation with someone and then they go, oh, by the way, my mom really wants to move. It comes out kind of organically. I have a friend, we went to lunch about 4 months ago and she's like, you know what? My dad's living here in Virginia with us full time now. We've really got to get his home sold in Montana. And I'm like, I can help you do that. I can help you find a realtor in Montana. So I'm going to get a nice referral fee from that. So it's really just social contacts, really.
Okay. Which is difficult right now.
It's very difficult right now. And I don't even want to call people right now. I'm just so torn about what to do right now. What I'm doing is I'm writing a lot of note cards. I sent a letter out to my top 40 clients, kind of telling them, protocols in the real estate world right now, and just doing things to stay in touch with people, but not actively asking or looking for leads right now. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm just kind of laying low right now.
Okay. Why are you laying low?
Well, now wait a minute. I take that back, because all those 40 people I mailed a letter, I've talked to all 40 people in the last week. I've called them all too. Just checking.
Well,
checking
40
in with
a week is a lot more than even your goal. So why do you feel like you're laying low?
So what?
So why do you feel like you're laying low? You're clearly not.
Because I'm not working.
right? So, but you seem to be. Why do you feel like you're not working? It sounds like you are.
Oh gosh, Jen, I have done a lot of work. What's today, Tuesday?
Who knows?
Yeah, I know. Between last Friday and Saturday, I put in a lot of work, calling people, writing letters to people, writing note cards to people.
So what's the
But
difference? Were you in an
what?
office before and you're not now?
Wait, what?
I said, what's the difference? And you said you don't feel like you're working. Were you in an office before and now you're home?
No, I've always worked from
Okay,
home.
I thought so. So what's different for you right now then?
I guess it's just being out and about in the community. I'm just so used to, I scheduled like 2 lunches a week with people, clients and friends and chamber events and business meetings. And, a lot of my time was full of that type of stuff, which I love, and I'm not doing it. So I'm at home a lot.
Okay.
So I guess that just feels like I'm not working.
Okay.
That whole arm of my business has been chopped off. You know what I mean? Like I've got the phone calls, I've got the social engagements, and I've got the letters and note cards. Those are my 3 main things, and one of them is just not even there anymore. And that's my favorite way to engage with people and find leads. Although now that I'm talking, listening to myself, honestly, I generate just as many leads with phone calls and just talking to people that way.
Right. And it
So
sounds like you, I don't know, tripled the amount of your goal phone calls just last week.
yeah.
I mean, you did more than half of your month's worth of goals in 1 week, you said. 40
Yeah.
calls.
Well, that is true. That is true.
So I think if I'm hearing you correctly, what you're feeling right now anyway, is it doesn't feel like you're working because you're not socializing as much. You're not out in the community. You're not engaging face to face.
Right.
My recommendation, and I don't know if you've tried it, the chamber is doing, I don't know what they're calling it, but they're having basically lunch and learn virtually where everybody sits down. I think Gary told me it's every Wednesday now. Every
Okay.
Wednesday you sit down, you get your own lunch, and I'm assuming, I don't think it's just discussion. I think they're actually having a topic. I haven't looked at them yet.
Okay.
What if you did that?
Joined in with that.
You could socialize that way by going to the chamber luncheon virtually, but you could also do that for you. Okay, who are the 5 people you would have planned lunch with
Wow.
next week or this month? And
Okay.
ask them if they want to join you for lunch virtually or a glass of wine later. Or just say something like that.
That's a great idea.
I was really okay when you do say lunches with people. Do you buy them lunch or do you just go out with someone for lunch? Are you taking them to lunch?
Sometimes, yes, but sometimes we're just going. We both pay our own way. It kind of depends on the situation. If it's a client that I invite out to lunch, then yes, I'll pay.
Okay. So I would say, maybe you can meet up for lunch or dinner or drink or something virtually and do this. And that way you can say, I'm really missing the social engagement part of my life. And I know we can't go out together, but, if you don't mind spending, 30 minutes, 40 minutes or whatever, we can socialize this way and have a meal at the same time.
I love that.
If it's somebody you would have taken out to lunch, maybe you send them a note card with a gift certificate to, a carry out place for lunch. And invite them to get their carry out, come back and join you on the phone for a virtual chat. That way you bought them lunch.
Yeah, those are great ideas.
As far as I'm concerned right now, we're all saving gas money. I know my car's feeling a little neglected right now.
We're all saving a lot of money. I can't believe the money I'm saving from eating out.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
But so I would suggest that. Now I know I wanted to address also, because you said this is not just a problem or challenge because of where we are right now socially.
Right.
You said this is consistently an issue for you. So we've just been talking about right now, but what has consistently been the issue with, I guess maybe I'm not one of those people who can be productive at home. I will definitely be way too distracted. I can work from home when I'm really, really motivated to work from home. Otherwise, I've got to get to my office. So,
Okay.
when you talk about distractions and that this is a problem for you all the time, it sounds like you
Yeah.
really are making your goals.
Okay.
But maybe you don't feel that way because you're not in a professional setting in an office. I don't know what it is. Maybe you just need to, maybe it's just dressing professionally makes you feel better. Maybe getting out of your house and going to an office. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's part of it. It would be for me. It doesn't mean
Yes.
it is for you.
Yes.
Um,
I think you're right about that.
so
If I'm not dressed professionally and going to a professional event, I feel like I'm not working.
because that's what it sounds like to me. It doesn't sound to me like you're working any less or you're doing any less or producing any less. It sounds like you're kind of down on yourself and it doesn't feel like you're working because you're not dressed up or you're not out, you're not meeting with people.
Yeah.
Um, and so to me, it's a matter of motivation. When you
Okay.
said, I gotta know, I had to read because I don't remember exactly what you said. Um, I guess it was just, that you get distracted and you only do it when you're in the mood. And I know I'm not in the mood for business if I haven't dressed up, if I haven't left my house and gone to work somewhere.
True.
Um,
Yeah.
and so it doesn't sound to me like you're not, but I don't know where your financial goals are. I mean, you're talking about the phone calls you're making and the leads you're getting and the business you're doing. I don't know if it's providing the annual income you want, but it sounds to me like you're doing everything the way you wanted to do or as much as you wanted to do, but you're not
Mm.
feeling like you're working. You're not like,
Well,
I want you to be proud of
um,
yourself. You're
oh,
making
thank
it. 4 years
you. Thank
in, you're
you.
making it.
I had a great year last year. It was my best year that I've had so far. And I was on track, you know, this year to do really well again until this happened and everything's just come to a screeching halt. So I'm not going to lie, it's making me nervous. I don't know when I'm going to be able to pick back up again. I'm fine financially for a couple months, but after that, it's going to start getting difficult. So I guess I'm stuck in a quandary like, well, I feel like I should be doing more, I should be doing more. But in a way, I feel like I can't really be doing much more than I'm doing.
Well, have you noticed a difference in your business and your leads and maybe things people are saying or not getting you leads just in the last, I would say 2 weeks?
Yes, definitely.
What's the difference?
Well, I had a couple buyers I was actively working with, and they've just disappeared,
No.
which is always concerning.
Did you follow up to find out why?
Absolutely. And I understand they might have work issues. One of my buyers works for Border Patrol, and she said it's just been insane because of the COVID virus. So I understand her not returning my call. My other client, I'm afraid she might have lost her job. So, I shouldn't worry too much, but yeah, I've definitely called at least 3 times, emailed, sent a note, but so I'm hoping everything will just bounce back, once we get the fear of this behind us. So I don't want to jump to conclusions. I just a lot of uncertainty. I've got a listing coming up, and that guy was overseas. He was supposed to arrive home today, as a matter of fact, but now he's told he can't come home. He can't come home till July.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's with he's with the government. He can't tell me what he does. He can't tell me what countries he's in. But so I don't know what's going on. I can't ask any questions. He just said, yeah, I was supposed to come home, but now they won't let me come home till July. So I don't know what's going to happen with that listing, so it's just a lot of uncertainty.
It is. Yeah, I'm trying to think what would help in that manner, because it seems to me like there is definitely a lot of worry right now. A lot of people losing their jobs, but it's also a time where, oddly enough, businesses that seem like they might not do all that well are thriving right now.
Yes.
So I would say this might be a really good time for you to be there for your previous clients and the people that you call and say, you know what, this is a really difficult time. If you've lost the job, if if something goes wrong, if there's some reason why you need to get out of your house and into something, maybe people need to downsize. Um,
Yeah,
and there's always somebody
yeah,
else who's going to be thriving out of this
that's
that might
true.
want their big house while they're downsizing.
That's
Um,
true because interest rates are still really low. It's still a great time to buy and sell.
Now, I don't know, you probably know more about this than me with the banking industry. Are banks processing mortgages right now? Because they're so busy processing everybody, who's
Oh
wanting,
gosh.
you know,
You know what? I'm scheduled for a call regarding that exact thing tomorrow.
mm,
What is going on in the mortgage industry right now?
yeah, because if you can't get a mortgage to go through, then you can put out any amount of effort you want, and it's just never going to
Yeah,
make it to the finish line. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, you need to find that out. I
yep,
imagine, not every bank is processing the. I just want to call them EDL. Those
yeah.
loans for the economic.
Yeah, it's only certain banks that are processing those loans.
Yeah,
It's not,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
they're all.
it's not mortgage companies processing those loans. So, but I definitely have to get in on that call tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, I would find out. So let's see, banking industry. Sorry, I'm just taking all my notes.
Yeah, me too.
um, but yeah, I would say it's a good time for you to be super supportive to your current client base and lead base. Your I'm going to get it wrong now. Your SOI,
SOI, yes.
your SOI, to say to them, if something happens, if this is a concern for you, if now is the time you need to
Yeah.
downsize or, look at
Okay.
maybe a less expensive area, or the most sensitive way you can put it, of course.
Right.
Talk to me, let me buy you lunch, you know,
Okay.
send those people a gift card and have your virtual lunch online. Um,
Yeah, I love that idea.
Find out if somebody's lost their job and do that. Here's a lunch on me. I hope we can sit down and talk, virtually over a meal. Um, I understand you lost
Yeah.
your job. Um, hope this
Okay.
helps. Something, that
Yeah.
might, now's a good chance for people. And I know people feel bad and they feel guilty and they don't want to be seen as profiteers or,
Yes.
walking on the backs of people who are downtrodden. But now is your chance to niche yourself if you haven't made a niche as that
Okay.
person who's there. You said you don't really feel like calling people. Everything is so uncertain. Nobody knows what to do. Be the expert who says, okay, you lost your job. How's everything else going? How long can you sustain this? Do you need to be
Okay.
looking at different real estate?
Okay.
And I don't know if that's the way you want to go, but it's the time, if this is what you do, that you become the most useful and trusted resource for them.
Right. So when I was calling my clients last week, Friday and Saturday, that is the approach I was taking. How are you doing? I'm just concerned about all my clients and, I just want to make sure you're doing okay. Is there anything I can do for you? That was, the basic premise if I had to leave a voicemail or whatever. But you brought up a really good point, and this is what we were talking about when we were walking, is how I'm not focusing on a certain clientele. Like I'm
Right.
willing to take just any business.
Right. And you don't want to, because what I said was, and it's what I try to tell every entrepreneur, especially when they're starting out and they think every person can be their customer, which is the
Right.
wider the net you cast, the fewer fish you actually catch.
Okay.
Seems counterintuitive, but really the rationale is when you narrow down your focus and exactly what you want to do, and you can define your ideal customer, the
Okay.
narrower and more well-defined that is, the better you can market to those people and the more you actually capture.
So would that be, okay, so when we call it, I have a farming area. That's what we call it, our farming area. So my farming area is my postal code,
Okay.
not zip code, but my postal code, which includes Vint Hill, Grapewood subdivision, and part of Brookside subdivision. So that's who I send postcards to. That's really the only way I have to market to those people is through a postcard campaign that they get in the mail.
Okay.
Would that be considered my niche? Would that be considered a specific niche? Because it's basically my neighborhood, like it's like 600 homes.
Okay. In that case, you're
Um,
saying your ideal customer lives in these areas, period.
yes, my ideal
And
customer
that's
lives
fine.
in
It can be
Vint Hill.
geographically based.
Okay,
It's
so
a small pool, but do you make an effort to get to know those people? So in that case, what I would say is things like the chamber. How is the chamber going to help you? Because unless a great number of people who live in those coastal areas are members of the chamber and go into those events, then you aren't talking to your target market. A
so
block party would be ideal.
yes, you're absolutely right. The chamber can't help me with that.
Right.
And how do I get to know those people? So I serve on the
Oh, I think my internet might be working against me.
board, which kind of I'm the board. So that
Okay, I didn't hear like the last 10 seconds. Say that again.
Okay, so I'm on the Vint Hill HOA board. So that puts me in front of the neighborhood. When we have our annual meeting, I'm kind of front and center. The board sits up in front. Everyone else sits, in the, like an audience. So everyone in the neighborhood knows I'm on the board. Hopefully they all know I'm a realtor.
Yeah.
So, but I would like, that's what I really should focus on. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a business plan this year for, like, maybe I can sponsor the ice cream social, maybe,
Right.
find a way, maybe I can sponsor the annual meeting, like, we hold it at Old Busthead in the production room at Old Busthead. Maybe I could order a bunch of beer glasses and, with my logo on it or something and give those out to everybody at the annual meeting.
Are you on Nextdoor, Vint Hill, or Brookside, or any of the specific Nextdoors?
I am. I'm on Nextdoor. I think it's the New Baltimore area. I don't think
they changed it. I was on Vint Hill and they made it New Baltimore.
Okay. So, and I even subscribed to being like the realtor, the neighborhood realtor. And I did that for like a year, but I didn't see any benefit to it at all.
Yeah.
So now I just try, if anyone asks for a referral to something, I always try to hop on and give a referral.
Okay. And I don't know if you're on it. Somehow I became administrator to the Vint Hill Community and Surrounding Area Facebook page. So I don't know if you're there. There's a Facebook page for Vint Hill.
Yes, I'm on that.
Okay.
But the challenge is that I don't know if I'm on it as Kathy Holster, just me, or if I'm on it Kathy Holster Realtor. You know what I mean? I need to make sure that I'm on it as Kathy Holster Realtor. So if I respond to somebody.
Hang on. Let me see if I can do this and not hang up on you.
Okay.
Oops, I think I went the wrong way. All right. I'm like, I am an administrator on the page. Let me see what I can find here. I think Kama did that at some point, and now she's not really doing it. So I keep getting requests from people.
Wait, who is doing it?
Kama Cutler. Do you know her?
Yeah.
She started the page. And somehow she wound up making me an administrator with her, and then she kind of disappeared. I'm going to go in and look at members, if I can figure out how. Ooh, there's members.
Let me see. Let's see. You're getting into Facebook or no, or Nextdoor?
No, I'm on Facebook. So I just see, I just see Kathy. I don't know how to say it. Forst. Holster.
First, yeah.
First, okay. So it just looks like your personal page, I assume,
On the Vint Hill.
because it says, yeah, you work at Century 21 New Millennium. So
Okay.
your business, I guess, hasn't become a member of the page.
Is it Vint Hill Residence?
No, it's Vint Hill Community, Vint Hill and surrounding area community.
All right, here, I got it. So I need to join as a realtor?
Yes.
How do I do that, Jen?
I was just gonna say, I'm not really sure.
Let's see. Let me,
There is a way.
Oh,
I think
wait.
you have to go to your business page.
okay, go to my business page.
I'm gonna try it with you. All right, let's see.
And then,
Or, I may be wrong. Hang on. So let's see. If I am in Vint Hill, okay. I don't know. See, I think it's. What if I invite members? What's your business page called? Maybe I can invite you.
Kathy Holster, realtor.
No, it's not coming up. I was gonna try and invite you. So invite members. I think it looks different to me because I'm a member, so I'm not really sure how to tell you to do it.
Well, I've had that problem, and I have the same problem with the Nextdoor app.
All right. I'm gonna look at my company page and see if I can like my company page as another company. I can like my company as a page. Can you do that? Can you get on Vint Hill and like it or join it as your?
Oh, like my own? Okay. Oh. How do I do that?
I'm not sure because I don't know what kind of a page Canva started. I don't know if it's a group. I think it is. It's a group.
I can try. Huh. No. Oh, invite. Hold on. Hold on. I might have found something.
So like if I, somehow the Fauquier Enterprise Center is part of this group too, and I don't know how I did that. Because I can go into Vint Hill and I can comment on things as me, or I can comment as my page. So my page must be a member.
Right. See, I can only comment as me.
Yeah, that's one of those things that I just.
Oh no.
All right, well.
I will have to remember that.
That's a Stephanie Kennedy question.
Yes. There you go.
All right. So you need to get in front of all the people. Was it Vint Hill, Grapewood, and Brookside? Was Brookside the third one?
Just a part of Brookside. Probably about a quarter of Brookside, which is fine with me.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, it might be like a third of Brookside.
Okay.
But it's not cheap to mail postcards to them.
No, and I don't know, my impression of print is people throw it away.
I know.
I'd rather spend my money on swag than printing something.
I would love to find another way to reach all those same people. Everybody in Vint Hill, Grapewood, and part of Brookside. I would love to find another way besides print.
Yeah.
Because these postcards are expensive. They're glossy. They're big. But I agree with you. I think most people are just throwing them in the trash.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't know if you could even order them, but like, you know, the little hand sanitizer bottle covers with your logo on them to everybody. Like, think of something that everybody wants right now. Hand sanitizer. I don't know. Wrap a roll of toilet paper with tissue paper in your business cards and put one at every doorstep.
Wow. Oh my
You know,
gosh.
be clever, be creative. I don't know that you want yourself associated with toilet paper, but
Right. And how do you think people would feel with me leaving something on their doorstep right now?
well,
How do you,
it's illegal to put it in their mailbox.
right.
Um, I don't know. I think if I came home and I found something cute that somebody left for me, I'd be okay with it, as long as it wasn't
Yeah.
insulting or weird. And it's not like I wouldn't knock on any doors. I wouldn't try to talk to
Yeah.
anybody. I would
Just
just read.
leave it on the front step.
Yeah, I mean, where I am, it does bother me. I live out in the country, way out there, and if you're coming out there uninvited, it's a little weird.
Yes.
You guys live
Yes.
in neighborhoods,
Yes.
you know.
I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
I don't know. It's a weird thing. Everybody's scared of germs right now, and you're leaving something behind.
well,
Uh,
that's what I was thinking. They're like, oh, I don't want to touch that.
yeah, so maybe not a good idea. I didn't say all my ideas would be good ideas. So put that in the back of your mind for maybe later in the year.
You know what? But that's the cool thing about brainstorming, you know? Not every idea has to be perfect. Yeah. But I love tossing the ideas around.
So yeah.
So, yeah, we've got 300 homes in Vint Hill, $1 a piece, $300, you know, to put something. I don't know what that would be.
I don't know. Right now, probably.
I honestly think the toilet paper is a cute idea.
Can you get tissue paper printed with your name on it? And then
I think,
paper and tissue paper.
isn't that adorable? That would be adorable. It would be adorable with my name, with my business card attached to it. I think that's an adorable
Where you
idea.
get the little toilet paper cozies, you know, that people put on the back of their toilet, and you know, this is, you know, the golden one for the last roll you have. This one's the keeper. It would be cute, but you're right.
I'm
Right
gonna
now,
have to give
might
that
not
some
be the time
thought.
to leave things for people.
And honestly, they're rationing toilet paper in Wegmans. Like, I don't know if people would think, oh my God, she bought all the toilet paper. That's
He's
where all
the
the
reason.
toilet paper went. Yeah. You know what though? I could do it later in the year.
Yeah. I think this idea is really good for later. I think you're right.
Later.
Probably now isn't the time to approach somebody's home and leave something for them.
That's correct. I think you're right. But I think it could be really cute, like later in the summer.
All right.
When
So,
when toilet paper is plentiful.
yeah, when everybody has it,
Yes,
we'll be
yes,
decorating trees and houses with it. Halloween costumes.
yes.
All right. So I think we've discussed everything that I saw from what you put on the survey. Is there anything, any other questions or anything you wanted to discuss?
No, this has been fantastic. It's been really helpful. I've loved it. Thank you.
I'm going to type up all my notes. I will send you the recording if you want it. That way you can listen again, and maybe there's something that we said that you were like, oh my gosh, that wasn't in the notes, but I want to hear it again.
Okay.
And just don't look at me when you see it. It's fine. Just look at you. I'm going to give you one assignment though.
Okay.
I don't know if you have particular hours that you work when you're at home, but I want you to get up tomorrow, and before you start working, I want you to shower and dress like you're going out to lunch, and then sit down and start working. And see if you feel like you're working.
Wow, that's a great idea.
That motivate you to feel like everything you're doing is actual work, because I think you're working now. I don't think you're not. It doesn't sound like you're slacking off. You don't feel it, and you got to feel it. You got to feel good about yourself.
I love that idea. Instead of getting up and putting my yoga pants on.
You can still get up and do yoga. Are you doing yoga in the yoga pants?
Yeah.
If not, then get up, shower, dress, sit down, do work, and don't let yourself do anything else until you're done doing the work, and then get up, change into the yoga pants, and now it's your relaxed home time.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, let's walk soon.
All right, that would be great. Not today. I don't know. I don't know what it's like there, but it's pouring here.
It just started.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? No,
just
I've been listening to
started
the thunder
pouring.
in the background.
Yeah, I just heard it hitting the windows. It just started coming down.
Wow.
All right, Jen. Well,
I
thank you
really
so
enjoyed
much.
this.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, we'll talk again soon, and maybe I'll be out at Bin Hill the end of the week.
Okay. All right.
All
Give me a
right.
shout. I'm available.
All right, I will.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.